Hey guys, it's Comic Central here, and today we're going to be doing a much anticipated video. This being the history of Marvel's Hercules. Without any further ado, let's get into this. Hercules' first appearance was in Journey into Mystery Annual 1, which is in the year of 1965. Hercules was created by writer-editor Stan Lee and artist/co-plotter Jack Kirby. Hercules is based off the Greek mythology character called the same name, Hercules. Finally, in 2008, Hercules got his own solo series called The Incredible Hercules. Now, let's get into the history of the character in the comics. Hercules Panhellenios, which is the real name of Hercules, is the son of both Zeus, who is the king of the Olympian gods, and Alcmena of Thebes. Thebes, if you don't know, is a city in central Greece. Zeus seduced her because he was in the guise of her husband, who is named Amphitryon. Her true husband was in fact away at war battling the pirates of Paphos. Due to Hercules being in the Olympian lineage and family, he was born with the potential to have extraordinary superhuman strength. Zeus's true wife, Hera, was growing jealous of Zeus because he often had sexual intercourse with other women other than herself. In an attempt to make Hera happy, Alcmena named her child Hercules, which translates to Glory of Hera. This child was found abandoned outside the city by Athena and Hera. Hera took the child in and breastfed him, but Hercules' unnatural strength harmed her when he bit her accidentally and she flung him away. He was returned back to the city and was finally accepted by Amphitryon and his wife. Hera was not pleased about this, so she sent two serpents to kill Hercules. Hercules, even at such a young age, had incredible strength, so he strangled the serpents to death with his bare hands. Amphitryon raised Hercules as his own son and trained him in various forms of combat. During a lesson with his music teacher, who criticized Hercules because of his lack of skill, Hercules killed him with only a single blow. A single blow at such a young age. That is really impressive. After this, Hercules would go on many adventures on his own. In 12,091 BC, while Hercules was on the road to Thebes, he came across a group of minion warriors. Hercules was luckily able to defeat all of them with relative ease. Well, actually, it wasn't with relative ease, it was with perfect ease. This small event made a massive event. That event being the war between Minya and Thebe. Hercules himself was imprisoned for this attack. It was at this time that he learned his true origin from his parents, or what he thought were his parents. They gave him the clothing that was bestowed on them from Zeus himself. Hercules met with the leader of the minion and they attempted to execute him, but the axe they used merely shattered on his neck. It was during this battle that Hercules' adopted father, Amphitryon, was killed. The king thanked him for saving the city and offered his daughter's hand in marriage to him. His daughter's name was in fact Princess Megara. In the year 12,089 BC, Hercules sailed with the Argonauts, with Augeas, and the team was led by Jason. During this adventure, Hercules battled the Achaena, which is supposedly Mari for light. Hercules also faced the Leonid Hydra. This saw the death of Medusa and the defeat of Antaeus. Hercules was left behind by the Argonauts after his companion called Hylas was taken by nymphs on the island of Mysia. Hercules was unable to go look for him either. Now, moving on to Hercules' adult years. Hercules was known by many because he has completed the 12 labors. These had to be completed to show that he was worthy of gaining immortality from Zeus. The final labor that Hercules had to complete was to bring Cerberus back from Hades and rescue Theseus. Hercules returned to Thebes and was believed to be dead. Because of this, Lycus killed Hercules' father-in-law, King Creon, and condemned Megara and their three sons to death. This made Hercules enraged, so he killed Lycus and his family in a mad frenzy, just like he did to him. Hercules' friends, including Theseus, accused Hera for sending a curse of bloodlust to him. Hercules didn't correct his friends because he was too ashamed of his rage and his lack of self-control. He then changed his name to distance himself from Hera. His name was originally spelled Herakles, which would have been Heracles, to the spelling that you see in the title of this video, which is the Roman version of the word, and is also the word that I've been using for this whole video, and I'll further be using it further in this video as well. The 12 labors were achieved in atonement for his family's death. Still in the year of 12,068 BC, the son of Ares, Kinos, decided to build a temple for his father from bones of travelers he met. He ended up meeting Hercules and the two fought. Ares intervened to help his son, and Athena came to support Hercules. Ares got wounded and was forced to retreat, and Ares' son was killed by Hercules. This sparked the rivalry we now know between Ares and Hercules. In a more modern era, the common Thor villain, Enchantress, was in a hope to get revenge on her common enemies, the Avengers. She manipulated Hercules and sent him to attack the team, but luckily Hawkeye was able to free him from his mental trap and Enchantress was defeated. Hercules was exiled from Olympus by Zeus because he went to Earth without permission first. The Avengers took Hercules in, and he was their guest for many months and helped them on many missions, and eventually became an official member of the team. Hercules then returned to Olympus with his fellow Avengers in an attempt to rescue the other Olympians from the evil Typhon. After this was successful, Hercules elected to stay on Olympus with Zeus's blessing. After this, Ares wanted to start war between Olympus and Asgard. This would in turn make Earth become a part of the massive war. Ares turned the Olympian gods to crystal. This didn't affect Hercules though, as he is merely half god and not full god. Ares' minions beat him to near death and abandoned him on Earth. Hercules was amnesiac for many weeks until he was finally found by Hawkeye and was returned to the Avengers. Ares' plot was uncovered with the Avengers' help and Ares was stopped. Hercules, with the help of Thor, sealed the access to both worlds. Hercules helped Earth occasionally and was once a part of the Champions of Los Angeles team, and helped other people as well as that team with Olympic threats. While he was in this group, Hercules formed a brief relationship with Black Widow, but this didn't last long, but the two are still on good terms. He has also kept in touch with the Avengers and aided them in threats such as Korvac. Hercules eventually rejoined the Avengers on a full-time basis. During the Civil War storyline, Hercules fought on the side of anti-registration and became a part of Captain America's Secret Avengers. Since Captain America's team was mostly street-level characters, Hercules on their side provided a much-needed strength and power within their ranks. Hercules is also quoted as saying, "Heroes that are pro-registration are traitors." During World War Hulk, Hercules is seen fighting the Hulk and is defeated like many other characters that thought to be would have beaten the Hulk quite easily and set to fight amongst other heroes in the Hulk's gladiatorial arena. After Civil War and World War Hulk, Hercules went on his own adventures once more with the teenage genius Amadeus Cho. Hercules also played a massive role in the Secret Invasion storyline and formed a team called the God Squad to combat the Skrull gods invading Earth, something that leads Hercules and Snowbird to form a romantic attachment and slay the leader of the Skrull pantheon by impaling him with Atom's spine. Hercules possesses the common powers of an Olympian god such as superhuman strength, durability, speed, stamina, endurance, and reflexes. Hercules is the strongest of the Olympians and is able to throw massive trees, able to smash rocks into powder, seal an entire cliff around someone with his bare hands, and knock out titans. His super strong legs allow him to run at speeds over 100 miles per hour and is able to leap over 100 feet in the air. His durability allows him to withstand blows from characters like Thor and could withstand high-caliber bullets. Now, from these feats, one might guess that he is the strongest character in the Marvel Universe, and you would actually be correct. Hercules is the physically strongest character in the Marvel Universe and is stronger than the likes of Thor and the Hulk. Hercules is also skilled in archery, boxing, Greco-Roman wrestling, and pancration, and sometimes wields a golden-looking adamantium mace. This mace is stated to be on the equal level of Thor's own hammer, Mjolnir. This mace was forged by Hephaestus himself. Hercules is resistant to earthly diseases and possesses a healing factor, as well as immortality. Hercules is also immune to some magic, not all magic though. Hercules' strength and his resistance to magic is not on the level of Zeus, and Zeus can take his strength away from using magic, so he's not resistant to Zeus's magic. Hercules has once sacrificed his godly powers before to save humanity in the wake of the Chaos War, and is completely powerless because of this. Despite this event, Hercules still had incredible physical condition compared to an average human. He also had incredible skill in archery, hand-to-hand combat, and still had access to magical weapons that aided him in battle. At the very start of the 2015 Hercules series, his powers made a return. This was unexplained how this happened though. It was later revealed that they got brought back through scientific means. At this time, Hercules made use of both antique weapons, some of which included assault rifles, tasers, grenade launchers, and other weapons. So yeah, don't mess with Hercules, even if he doesn't use antique weapons like that I just mentioned. Hercules has appeared in some animated adventures such as the Avengers Assemble TV show played by Matthew Mercer. Hercules also appears in the TV show called Hulk Agents of Smash. Hercules also appeared in Ultimate Alliance 2 as an unplayable character. And that just about does it for this video. Hope you guys did like this video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And with that said, I'll see you guys next video. Bye.